I will personally dealt with more than 1,400 failed control arms and overseen over 3,800 complete suspension rebuilds. I've seen exactly what happens when drivers ignore small warning signs. But here's the good news. We've tested the little tricks most mechanics never mention. In this video, I'll break down 10 proven secrets that can dramatically extend the life of your suspension. Some require nothing more than a $15 product. Others take just 5 minutes and a flashlight. Whatever you do, don't skip ahead, because one cold weather mistake even experienced drivers make can cost you big. Let's jump in. Secret number 10. Protect your rubber seals before they fail. Most suspension components are engineered to survive 60,000 to 100,000 miles, but the weakest links are always the rubber parts, bushings, boots, and seals. Even with perfect driving habits, rubber eventually dries out and cracks due to age, heat, and weather exposure. While you can't stop this completely, you can slow it down. An old-school mechanic trick is using AT205 Reseal, a polymer that restores flexibility and seals micro cracks in rubber. This won't be found in your owner's manual. Normally, AT205 is added to oil systems, but it also works wonders on suspension rubber. Jack up the car and remove the wheel. Pour AT205 into a spray bottle and coat every rubber component you can see. Spray the power steering boot, the top of the strut, the torsion bar, CV axle boots, and control arm bushings. Keeping rubber flexible prevents premature failure and saves serious money. A lower control arm bushing alone can cost $1,300 or more to replace, especially on luxury vehicles. Applying this once or twice per year takes time, but it's worth it. And if you think that's expensive, the next mistake is far worse. Secret number 9. Stop punishing your car. Unless you've got $4,000 set aside for suspension repairs, aggressive driving on rough roads makes no sense. Hard impacts and careless driving destroy coil springs fast. One test showed springs failed after just 1,259 cycles on rough terrain, compared to 19,060 cycles on smooth roads. Translated simply, hit bad roads daily, and your springs can fail in under 2 years. Drive gently or on smooth roads, and they can last decades. Replacing all 4 springs can easily cost $1,500 or more. Lower suspension arms suffer even more. On rough roads, they failed after 3,580 cycles, but on smooth roads, they lasted over 11 million cycles. That's practically forever. Each arm costs around $560, and combined damage from rough driving can rack up $3,600 every few years, and it gets worse when combined with the next habit. Secret number 8. Clear the extra weight from your trunk. Spare tires are disappearing fast. In the past, nearly every car had a full-size spare. Today, fewer than half of new cars include one, and in some countries, almost none do. Manufacturers claim weight reduction improves fuel economy, and while that's partly true, excess weight also destroys suspension components. Extra cargo compresses springs and shocks continuously, reducing suspension travel. Over time, this causes permanent failure. Bushings crack, shocks blow out, tires wear unevenly, and handling suffers. Acceleration becomes sluggish, control decreases, and repair bills skyrocket. If you must carry heavy items, unload them quickly. Keep only essentials, like a compact emergency kit. Otherwise, you're setting yourself up for the next problem. Secret number 7. Never postpone wheel alignment. Many drivers avoid alignments because they fear being scammed. Unfortunately, this hesitation causes real damage. Studies show 36% of drivers delay alignment for over a month, which is more than enough time to damage tires and suspension parts. Misaligned wheels cause uneven tire wear and force suspension components to work at incorrect angles. This stresses ball joints, wheel bearings, tie rods, control arms, shocks, and struts. As weight distribution becomes uneven, suspension geometry deteriorates and failures follow. Depending on severity, repairs can range from hundreds to thousands of dollars, all preventable with a $160 alignment. Take advantage of free alignment checks during oil changes or tire swaps. Even a 2mm misalignment matters. Alignment also protects the next component. Secret number 6. Take care of your strut mounts. Strut mounts don't get much attention, but they're critical. They absorb vibration, reduce noise, and keep the strut properly positioned. They're inexpensive, around $30, but when they fail, struts usually follow. A full strut replacement can cost $800 to $1,300 per axle. Keep the rubber healthy by applying AT205 around the strut mount. This slows cracking and drying. Avoid potholes whenever possible, because hard impacts can dislodge mounts without obvious warning. Another common issue is over-tightening. Always torque top nuts to factory specs. Bonus tip: if you hear clunking noises in cold weather that disappear once the car warms up, it's usually hardened rubber, not a serious issue. Now let's talk about tightening things properly. Secret number 5. Retorque suspension bolts. There's a reason race teams constantly retorque bolts. Vibration loosens hardware over time. Suspension bolts don't usually snap, but they loosen gradually, especially on unpaved or off-road conditions, accelerating wear by up to 39%. One automotive safety study found that a suspension designed to last 50,000 miles may wear out by 36,000 miles if bolts loosen. Loose bolts damage bushings, joints, frames, cause alignment issues, uneven tire wear, and in extreme cases, component separation. The fix is simple. Every 6,000 to 9,000 miles, have bolts retorqued during tire rotation. It may cost $200, but it prevents catastrophic failures. And since we're talking tires, secret number 4. Keep your tires in perfect shape. Your suspension is engineered around your tires. Tires are the first line of shock absorption. Underinflated tires increase impact force by up to 38%, transferring stress directly to suspension components. Wrong tire sizes, especially for off-road use, can shorten shock life by 30%. Poor tire maintenance alone can reduce suspension lifespan by 20%, not counting alignment issues. Always maintain factory-recommended PSI, listed on the driver's side door. Rotate tires every 8,000 miles and keep alignment in check. Good tires protect everything above them. Secret number 3. Wash salt off your undercarriage. Salt is suspension poison. It triggers corrosion through chemical reactions with moisture and oxygen, even before rust is visible. Road salt collects underneath your vehicle and attacks suspension and brake lines. If corrosion spreads, entire assemblies must be replaced, costing thousands. The solution is simple. Rinse the undercarriage weekly if you live in snowy or coastal areas. Drive-through washes help, but frequent visits add up. A pressure washer, jack, and water broom at home can save over $6,000 in long-term repairs. If parts do fail, this next tip matters most. Secret number 2. Never cheap out on suspension parts. Many people choose the cheapest parts due to tight budgets, but suspension isn't the place to cut corners. Aftermarket parts may cost $25 compared to $200 OEM, but poor fitment leads to repeat failures and extra labor costs. Always replace suspension parts in pairs and on time. Warning signs include sagging ride height, strange noises, or poor handling. Delaying repairs only multiplies damage and compromises safety. Bonus tip: minor surface cracks in rubber bushings are normal. Unless they're split or noisy, they're not an emergency. Secret number 1. Monitor your power steering fluid. Power steering fluid does far more than make steering easier. It protects suspension components. Tie rods, control arms, steering knuckles, and ball joints depend on proper hydraulic pressure and lubrication. Low or dirty fluid increases friction and stress, accelerating wear. Contaminated fluid acts like a cutting agent at 1,500 psi, destroying hoses, bearings, and seals. Check power steering fluid monthly. Keep it clean and above minimum. Some cars require fluid changes every 3 years or 60,000 miles, more often if driven on dirt roads. Final bonus: modern vehicles no longer use grease fittings. Rubber now rides directly on metal, increasing friction. That's why rubber conditioners are more important than ever. They're your best defense against squeaks, cracks, and premature failure. You've seen how simple habits can save thousands. Like the video, subscribe for more car-saving tips, and comment below. Your experience could save someone thousands. In the next video, I'll expose 11 hidden car problems that quietly drain $2,800 per year from drivers. Click now before your next repair bill blindsides you.